Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of EdgeMasterGaming, where today, if you want to see an easy strategy for leveling up and getting high rounds in Korrupt, then this video is for you. This strategy is so effective that I was ranked 19th on the 5-map high round leaderboard for making it to round 152. Now, I know that may not be much considering the top place player is sitting 100 plus rounds above me, but I'm pretty sure that I can make top 5 pretty soon. That may be a pretty bold statement, but that's just how much I believe in this strategy, and now I'm getting ready to share it with you guys. By the way, just to let you all in on a little secret, you don't need any wonder weapons for the strategy to work at all. It's so simple and easy that you'll be able to grind all the weapons, perks, and ammo mods in no time, I guarantee it. But before we get started, please don't hesitate to hit that like button should you find this video helpful, and definitely consider subscribing. Also, if you haven't joined the Korrupt Discord, please check it out in the description box below for that link, as well as my own Discord, Twitch, and Twitter. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get started. First things first, I need to go over some important upgrades that you should consider before beginning this strategy. For weapon upgrades, I love playing with the assault rifles, so as you can see, I maxed out the entire line. Because of this, I'm able to fully customize the M4A1 and the AS Val. It's important to note that you don't need these guns in particular for this strategy. I'm just saying that whatever gun you like playing with, just max out that line to give yourself an advantage as much as you can. Now moving on to perks. You should max out any line that you have with each perk because it's only there to help you. When I first started this strategy a few days ago, I only had access to the first 3 perks to work with. But to be specific, the perk upgrades that were really useful at that time are Cleanse Wounds from the Quick Revive line. From the Mule Kick line, it was Bountiful Harvest and Gambling Expert. And lastly, the Widow's Web from the PhD Flopper line. As we get into this strategy, I'll show you specifically all of the benefits of each one and why they are so important when running solo. And lastly, for the ammo mod upgrades, the only one that you really need is the Cryo Freeze maxed out. Now that I've covered those with you, it's time that we get into the game so that I can show you this strategy. Okay, so the next thing that you want to make sure of is that you have all of your perks and the loadout that you're most comfortable with for the remainder of the game. Right now you can't tell, but I'm running my assault rifle loadout of the M4A1 and AS Val. Now there is a third weapon that I'm going to be getting later, but I'll speak more on that in a bit. Also, you should pack your weapons as early as possible because why not? The earlier the better.
Locked, loaded, and pack-a-punched. This gun means business.
At this point, all we're going to do now is farm points and camp. The camping spot that I found that works best is the first area in the lab. No zombies can appear behind you in the teleporter as long as the round begins while you're down there. By round 30, I like to be fully upgraded on my weapons and armor. So once that's completed, just run back down to the lab and continue to farm points in the same area. At some point, you're going to have to get your third weapon. That point should be when the zombies are a little more difficult to kill even with your weapons fully upgraded. By now, I'm sure you all are probably wondering what that third weapon is going to be in our loadout. Well, the third weapon is going to be, drumroll please, the crossbow. The crossbow is a great weapon in this game, and it's really because of its unique ability to attract zombies. I'm going to show you how to use this feature in your favor along with one other thing that's needed for this strategy to work. We're going to pack-a-punch this weapon of course until it's fully upgraded. However, make sure that the ammo mod for the weapon is on Cryo Freeze. Once that's completed, you guessed it, make sure you head back down to the camping spot in the lab. When the round begins, start off with the crossbow. You want to perform non-headshots until any of the zombies are frozen. Once that's done, aim directly at the ground close to the frozen zombie. This will attract the other zombies to get them frozen as well. And I'll demonstrate this here. Now as more zombies approach, try to lure them to the back wall of the camping spot while staying close to the frozen zombies in the process. The frozen zombies will act as a barrier, preventing the zombies from reaching you. And they will eventually infect new zombies as each of them explodes. This domino effect, if done correctly, will force you into the back corner beyond this spotlight, protecting you from any damage. The reason why this works is due to this narrow space. If you notice, these zombies have to maneuver around the spotlight, allowing just the right amount of frozen zombies to surround you. Also, I'm not sure why, but I found that this corner works the best when performing this strategy. I don't know what it is about that other side, but please do not end up over there. Anyway, I wish I could stop here, but there are a few things that you guys need to be aware of before we move on. First thing is that one zombie may be able to get through the frozen barrier and swipe at you. If you have the Widow's Web, it will stun the surrounding zombies long enough for them to be infected by cryo freeze like you see here. Now, if you don't have the Widow's Web, don't panic. The most hits that you'll receive will be no more than 2, at which time the surrounding zombies will be frozen, allowing you to regain your health, which is where the cleanse wounds is really helpful. Alright, I'm going to present you guys with a couple of scenarios that you may encounter. So you're performing the strategy, you're getting backed into the corner and nothing's happening with the crossbow, and then boom, you wind up taking the portal to a different floor. This one just happens to be in the Pack-a-Punch room, and thank God that the zombies can't follow you through the portal here. Anyway, from here you have a choice. You can either take the portal back to the lab when it becomes available, or you can wait for the pack room to open, allowing all the zombies to come through. Whatever you decide, your objective is always to make your way back to the camping spot so that you can start the strategy all over again. Personally, I'd take a chance by going through the teleporter from the pack room. But if I had ended up on the first floor or the second floor, it's best to use the elevator trick until you can get to the last zombie. If you don't know what that is, I'll quickly demo that for you guys here. So you get on the elevator, kill as many zombies as you can while the door is open. When they get close, you close the door and go to the next floor, and then repeat the process until you can get to the end of the round.
Attention, we are now at DEFCON 1. Security lockdown active.
This takes a while, but it's okay because this scenario will only happen a fraction of the time. The second scenario is pretty much the same, except this time you teleport in another section of the lab. The beautiful thing about this is you don't have to worry about zombies coming through the teleporter since you and the zombies are on the same floor. When this happens, train the zombies to follow you around the lab and then make your way back to the camping area to start the process all over again. One thing that I want to draw your attention to is if you have Bountiful Harvest and Gambling Expert, your chances for getting some ammo back and power-ups are increased, especially while sitting in this corner. Since the zombies are dying right next to you, most of the time you'll automatically pick up anything that drops.
Fire sale.
Fast forwarding a bit, please use caution with the Death Machine and Insta-Kill power-ups during the higher rounds, as it can be dangerous. The reason is, if you get them too soon, the timer may expire before you can kill all the zombies on that round. During that transition, when the Insta-Kill or Death Machine time runs out, and you go to select the crossbow again, you may be overrun, so be careful. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this new strategy and it helps you as much as it helped me. Let me know in the comments if you try it out or not. In my next video, I hope to cover the Knocked Under Totem map or maybe a few guns, not quite sure. Either way, this game is great and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Who knows, I may start doing sub runs for this game in the near future. But either way, thanks again for checking out this video, and as always guys, remember to have fun, take care, and God bless.